Today I'm gonna show you 3 simple tips on how to be more consistent on the golf course. How many times have you been on the driving range, you were hitting it pure, you went on the course, and everything went downhill, right? So today I'm gonna show you 3 simple ways on how to fix that and improve your consistency on a golf course. Let's go. Most golfers don't have a routine on the course. Now this is super important for consistency. That's why you see every tour player have a pre-shot routine, right? What I mean by pre-shot routine, you've probably seen this or heard this many times, but you need to have a simple pre-shot routine. Pick your target, where you're gonna play, take a deep breath, do one practice swing, and when you're behind the ball, it literally takes you 10 seconds. Just pick a target, you say, okay, I'm gonna, try to play a little bit more on the left, and then you got everything set up. Then you can just go to the ball and just hit the ball. And this is as simple as it gets. So when you got everything done, all you have to do is just pick a target and then do your normal swing, right? Like this, and then you just hit the ball. Bam, right? And you hit a perfect shot. And this is why you need a good routine on the course. So now that you understand the first part of being consistent on the course is having a routine, I want to give you a second tip. And the second tip is tempo over power, right? So many golfers really work on their power on the course. And when you go on the course, the problem is you're just trying to swing the ball very fast. You're not in sync with your body. As I said before, how many times you've been on the driving range and you've been hitting balls good, right? Everything was perfect. You were hitting them smoothly, just hitting the balls. And then when you go on the course, everything falls apart. That's because you get a little bit nervous. When you get a little bit nervous, normally what we do is either we block with our whole body or we simply try to hit the ball too strong. And when that happens, your tempo is going to be off. And guess what happens when your tempo is off? When your tempo is off, you cannot sync your body. And in golf, if we cannot sync our body together, which means our arms and our hips and our legs to work simultaneously, you're going to be hitting bad shots. So next time that you go play on a course, I want you to do is take 10% of your power down and just try to feel the tempo. Try to go slow in the backswing and just hit the ball. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So this is a very good tip on the course that I can give you to keep your body more smooth and more consistent on the course. And many golfers, they love to go very fast in their backswing, and that's gonna lead to many problems. When you go too fast in your backswing, your hips are gonna be too fast or too slow, your arms are gonna be moving too fast, and you will not be able to think in your swing. Now what I want you to do is very simple, very, very, very simple. When you go in the back of the swing, go a little bit slower. That's it. You go a little bit slower in your backswing. It just feels like it's gonna be kind of acceleration. We go slow in the backswing, and then when we go to the downswing, we accelerate our whole body and arms throughout the swing. So it's gonna look something like this. All right. We're gonna position ourselves, and then from there, we have a smooth backswing, slow backswing. Right. And this is the best way to control your swing on course. Now let's move on to the third tip. The worst shots happen when we are unsure of how we're gonna play, where we're gonna play, when our brain gets confused either in the middle of our swing or before the swing, right? Now we can go back to tip number 1. We said you have to have a good routine. And the routine will ensure that you actually know where you're gonna play, what club you're gonna play, and that you've already ensured what kind of shot you're gonna play. So from there, you've already eliminated 70% of all the distractions. You've already know where you're gonna play, how you're gonna play. And when you pick all the targets and everything, all you have to do is just trust the process and trust the club. Now from there, you have to commit the shot. But to committing the shot, you have to do one thing. Guess what that one thing is? It's called the finish. When you don't finish your swing, so finish the swing, you see the pros, right? Finish, this is the finish. When you don't finish your swing, you're not gonna be able to commit the shot. So even if it's a bad shot, you should always finish, always commit. So right now, I'm gonna show you how to do all of 3 tips together to ensure a good and consistent swing. So let me show you. So the first thing we have to include is tip number 1, which is course management and your routine. So I already know on this hole, I'm gonna pick a driver because this is, it's par 4 for me. I'm gonna be aiming a little bit left. Now I know everything. I have to include the routine. From here, I'm gonna do one smooth swing, just like I would do before the shot. Now I'm back here, I'm gonna choose a target. I say, okay, I'm gonna play left over the bunker. From there, I have everything set up. Now I can go to the shot. From here, I say, okay, I need to go slow in the backswing. When you know you're gonna go slow in the backswing, now we just have to finish our swing, okay? And this is literally how easy it gets when you combine all 3 tips, and you will see how much more consistent you're going to be by including these 3 tips next time you go on a course. So next time you go on a course, I want you to do these 3 tips. I think they're gonna help you tremendously. Literally, they're just practical tips. They're very, very common in the space of golf, but you really have to include them in the game. If you want to be consistent, you will need to put that extra energy before the shot, before you play, and a little bit thinking in the middle of the shot. And this is literally everything that you need to become more consistent on the course. If you're struggling to break 90, this video right here is gonna help you break 90 next time you go play on a course. See you in the next one.